Today we have to get to Taichung, which is the west side of Taiwan, and to get there we are going back to Yilan, but further out is that transfer station. It's about 700 meters walk, and then from there we'll catch a bus all the way to Taipei and then catch a high-speed rail to get into Taichung. And by the time we get there, it should be before lunch, hopefully. We're just now at the transfer bus station, and behind us is our bus. It's a capital bus and it's blue. The number is 1571 to get back to Taipei. We arrived at the Taipei Town Hall, and now we're gonna catch an MRT to Taipei main station before we get onto the high-speed rail. After an hour on the high-speed rail, we're now at the high-speed rail Taichung station. We will have to catch a train to Taichung station, which is in the city itself. It's a train, not the MRT, okay? That is the difference. After a 10 minutes ride, we arrived at Taichung station. Now this is the Taichung city center, and our hotel shouldn't be too far away. We are staying at the T-Way Hotel in Taichung. It's just behind me, and the good thing about this place is it is literally about less than 400 meters walk from the train station when you arrive. As you can see right behind me, right there. And yeah, it is very convenient. The hotel is very clean, very modern, free Wi-Fi, and the bonus thing about it is it's also free laundry as well. It has a dryer, which is so important in the long travel. We have come to our halfway point, and so we really do need to wash our clothes. So yeah, this is a great hotel. The price is okay, value for money, and certainly a great place to stay. We took a bus ride from our hotel to the Painted Street, they call, whereby they have all these murals along this street. Very similar to Melbourne. I think this is probably a lot cleaner. And yes, we will enjoy this street. This is one piece. Taichung is not exactly a touristy town, and the reason why we're here is that this is just a transit city. Coming from Yilan all the way here, it took us about a good 3 hours. So if we keep on going all the way to Puli, it would have taken like another 1.5 to 2 hours before we can do anything. So it would have been a whole day of traveling, and we didn't want to do that, so we split up the trip a bit, and tomorrow we should be in Puli. We decided to eat near a hotel today, and we found this really nice place where they make wonton noodle soup. The fish balls soup arrived first, so I'm gonna try that. Okay, I'm gonna try the soup first. Quite light. I can taste some coriander in there and a bit of celery. It's actually quite different from what we're used to. It's slightly sweet. Yeah, have some sweetness in that fish bowl. Maybe have they add other stuff in there other than just fish. I can't tell. Yeah. Could be squid in there too. Well, it's mostly fish. Now the wonton noodle soup has arrived. Alright, I'm gonna try the soup first. A bit more peppery. The wonton itself. Very nice. It's not very big compared to what I'm used to. However, it tastes quite nice. Yeah. pork meat in there, and chive. So I'm gonna try the noodles. Oh, that lady there cooked the noodles perfectly. Got this bounce to it. It's a different noodles to what we have in Melbourne. Ours has a lot more kind of curve to it, but here is like a lot stringy and straighter than what we tend to be used to. The color is also lighter as well, but still, it's a really nice meal. Taking my first bite of the dumplings. It's boiled. I taste a lot of chive in there. Some level of amount of meat, but the meat is kind of like not holding together. When you chew, it just like falls apart. But the skin is actually whole. I can tell you that it's handmade, and so it's like it does have that bounce to it, and it's very smooth as well. So I do like it. It's not too bad. We found this fried store near our hotel, and it is just amazing. So we ordered this fried chicken thigh, and it looks really nice, and you can. It feels like crispy just being in my hands. Alright, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm not sure whether you can hear my crunch. Every bite just cracks in my mouth. And it's so juicy on the inside as well. Yeah, look. It's very good. Nice. One of the best fried chicken so far in Taiwan. Although we haven't had a lot of like fried chicken, but this is possibly very good. But I love the crunch. Better than most of the places in even where we are in Australia. The plan today is for us to get to Puli, and to get there we'll be catching a coach. It will take about 1.5 hours and it comes apparently every 15 minutes, especially in the rush hour. Today is being Tuesday, so being a weekday, I hope that they have their frequency as well. This would be one of the most difficult part of the journey. The Taichung bus terminal has been demolished. As a result of that, we have no idea where the station is. And so the bus stop is actually quite away, and it's just a little border sign, and we were lucky that using Apple app to be able to find it. And then now we're on our way. It is 9:30 in the morning, so yeah, it's a bit stressful, and certainly we are on the bus and on our way. The bus took about slightly more than an hour to get into Puli township. It is a lot bigger than I anticipated, and very busy. It's kind of like tucked in the mountains, and there's even more mountains in the background. We're gonna just look for something at the moment for a snack, and we just left our bags at the hotel. We arrived at the Puli station homestay, which is located about 200 meters away from the Nantau bus station. It's a very narrow street as you move your way to this hotel. However, when you arrive, you'll like it because the room itself is very spacious. Although it is in the older style side of things, being spacious, the bathroom is spacious, and it's very clean, and the staff is also very friendly as well. So far, we enjoy our stay here. This is also a place where you can potentially eat Donald Duck, and that will be interesting. We decided to go to the Baihu temple. Just a word of caution, if you do hang around here, is that public transport on buses is terrible, so we caught a taxi here from the town center and we're gonna spend a couple of hours checking the place out. I love the beautiful temple here, especially the arc. The archway is really special. I simply love the color roof, and it looks like it's very well maintained as well. This is a Taoist temple that was built in 1947. Very beautiful. On the second level, right next to me on the left, is where all the praying people would stay. And it's all bed with just, I noticed when I look in, it's just wood. Good for the back. This is the view from the top part of the temple. There are about 5 levels here. This is the top level, and where I'm pointing, there is where Puli town is. It is about 1.5 k's walk away from our hotel. We finally made it to the Puli Shaoxing Brewery. There's this giant bottle right here. It's about 16 liters. It is 460,000 Taiwanese dollars, and at 52% alcohol. And you can see that the bottle is well decorated, and I'm trying to work out how to bring it back home. For those who wants to stay a bit healthier, they should get this bottle. It's 45,000 Taiwanese dollars. It's 1.5 liters of grog right there, but at least it's very healthy. It's vegetable, and there's a grasshopper there if you haven't noticed. So as you can see, this is where the rice is left fermented. This is the initial stage where the yeast start to bind and start eating up all the glucose and start converting them into the wine. And this is where all the vats are, where it is fermenting inside, producing the lovely alcohol that you are looking for. And look at, it's a cool room, so it's a slow fermentation process. When you're very happy with the taste and the wine itself, this is where they start doing the bottling itself. There you go. All machine nowadays, very advanced. It's really nice to see that they still have the drunken fist bottle shape there. Getting back to the old ways, fantastic. This is even more cool for a drunken fist bottle. Look at that. I think they open the top and scoop it with a little ladle and then into the cup. When you're here, don't forget to visit the museum upstairs. It gives the history going back to 2,000 to 3,000 years, where the Aborigines started the wine culture around here. And Puli is actually like a valley between 2 mountains, and where all the water drains into the middle. So the water is quite clean and pure, and it's really ideal for making wine. In this room, there are just a lot of the bottles. So this is how where they store it. These are the drunken fist bottle here. The giant one, the one that will require some bit of strength to carry while you're practicing drunken fist. And it's very big. Look at that. Some of this bottle going back to the real Kung Fu time. Look at that. You know, back in the days where there's no transportation, or hardly, just you riding horses back then maybe. Wow, look at this. This is definitely the drunken fist. My God, like seriously. It is really long alleyway full of drunken fist pottery here. Times like this that I feel like learning how to do drunken fist, because I will be carrying one of this urn and like just rolling around, and maybe kind of like drink some of this stuff. might improve my art. Oh yeah, I reckon there will be like thousands of bottles here. It's incredible, and they look really old as well, by the way. As we walked out of our hotel, we found this restaurant that has the stinky tofu in it. So this is where we're eating, and the gentleman there is continuously frying the stinky tofu. They're kind of like the fermented veggies there. It's like a massive production line right now. So this stinking tofu is fried, and it's the biggest one that we have tried so far in Taiwan, and I am going to take a bite. It's not as strong as the others. I really like it when the inside is still quite soft. I don't really like it when it's over fried, and this is perfect for me. I really like it. Just next to the tofu place, we found this pork bun place. It's like steaming right in front of us. Right at the back, they're making it, and then they're steaming it, and then they are packing it. And there is a line building up already, so we will give it a go. We just bought 2 for tasting purposes, and it is just out of the steamer, and it's gonna be super hot. We had to wait for this to cool down a bit, and we walked about 150 meters, and now we're at this really kind of central part of the roundabout where they actually have 2 very beautiful bonsai in display, and it's one of the very busy intersection. A great place to try the pork bun. It's very sweet, has a bit of ginger. The sauce is beautiful. Very light shallots in there as well, not much, but it comes together really well. In fact, it probably tastes like one of those meat in siu mai type of meat. That's how it tastes, but wrapped in a very beautiful fragrant buns there. Very nice. I think they also added some shrimp. Not shrimp, salty fish. Salty fish. I'm sorry. Some salty fish in there. I can feel it. I can taste that. Beautiful. In regional towns like this, I found that like the most exciting time for food is of course at night. During the daytime, it was really hard to find food because we're not locals, and so a lot of these shops or restaurant or store opens at night, and so it is definitely a lot more active during the night time, and yeah, we are very excited for tonight. We're heading towards one of the night markets, and we will review more when we get there. Tucked away in the middle of the city, there's this small fish mart night market. We found this store that makes some dumplings and also the radish and pork rib soup. I'm gonna try the dumplings, pork dumplings. Again, the dumplings tends to be a bit more, the meat just falls apart in your mouth. It doesn't have that kind of like bouncy chewiness to it, but the skin is quite nice, so it is definitely handmade, and but it still tastes really nice. It's got that soup thing happening in there as well. It explodes in your mouth slightly, and I do enjoy that. Now it's time to try the radish and pork rib soup. I'm gonna try the soup first. Oh, it's really easy to drink, and it does have that pork flavor to it, and of course the radish is coming. Radish is cooked so well. Just did not overcook it, which sort of it holds together, and then once you actually put it in your mouth, it just kind of falls apart. Let's try the pork rib itself. It is well cooked and melts in your mouth, and it's one of those meals that like you can drink the soup, or you can even add rice in there. It would work perfectly fine, and in fact, yeah, the clarity of the soup is what impresses me the most about this dish.
So we got this cake thing. It looks like wafers with a meringue type filling and some dried fruit and some nuts or something like that. So we're going to give this a try. But I think rather than going in all in one, so I'm going to try it in a couple of different layers.
I like it because it's actually not that sweet. The different layers like breaks it up a bit. And I can taste the cream as well, which is quite nice. Lightly flavored cake. For me, I chose this coconut coated kind of cake. It is quite solid in my hand and quite jiggly, so I believe that it could be a like dense jelly or something. To my surprise, it is not sweet at all. On the outside is the desiccated coconut. As we sit here reflecting on today, coming to Puli is not easy. Certainly, especially when you're not speaking Chinese, like it's really hard to get your way around. And we were just lucky that we found the bus that actually come up here. What is written on the internet, the station was demolished, so it got a bit confusing. Hopefully, once the bus transfer station is rebuilt, then it will be a lot clearer where to catch the bus to get to Puli. The town itself, the bus and things like that is not as well networked as the other previous cities that we went to. However, it wasn't too difficult for us to walk. It got a bit hot at some stage, and it has been a very humid day today. Food-wise, it was great. Generally, it's less busy. It doesn't have that massive hustle and bustle like the other bigger cities. But you know what? At the end of the day, once the sun sets, the weather just completely changes into quite a cooling environment, which was quite easy for us to walk around looking for food today. So the plan today is for us to make our way to Sun Moon Lake, and to get there our plan is to catch a bus. There are a lot of buses coming out of the Nantou bus station, and we're hoping that we'll be there somewhere before lunchtime. After 1 hour of bus ride from Puli, we finally made it to Sun Moon Lake. So this is the tourist sea center where a lot of the buses disembark. These are the bikes that we're renting today, and yeah, they are mountain bikes, which is pretty good. I like that. This is the first stop down the lakes, and you can see that it is a very big one. It's very misty. I'm a bit worried about that. That looks like rain clouds to me. But it's a very beautiful lake. Unfortunately, with the mist, so we couldn't see a long way. This is where you can do your boating around the lake. There's a pier. There are a few piers there, and there's a few hotels that you can stay if you want to. The lake color, the water is like that kind of like jade dark green color. It looks great. So after about 16 minutes of bike ride, we finally arrived at the Wenwu Temple. As you can see behind me, it has a fantastic view to the lake. Originally, there were two temples facing Sun Moon Lake, but further closer to the lake. And then in 1938, it was then relocated up a bit higher, and the two temples were combined together, and now it's called the Wenwu Temple. And the reason for that was the Japanese wanted to build a hydroelectricity dam and so instead of flooding the old site, they thought to bring this up here, and this is where Wenwu Temple is located now. Well, one set of stairs and then another set of stairs. This is a bit of a pattern around here when it comes to temple in Taiwan. Lots of stairs. Apparently there is a matchmaker god palace. It's a great place to see who I'm supposed to be matched up to. Right that direction. Apparently this is Yue Lao, the god of marriage. And for couples to pray here for blessing with happiness. This is the view from the highest point of this temple. It's a sky deck, and it's amazing. Picked a very good spot for this temple. It's amazing. So, how do you find the bike ride so far, Sarah?
Hard. Too much hill.
We still have more to go.
I know.
This is just the first leg, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Mostly we're gonna probably have to walk it. As you walk at the back of the temple, you get a lot of this stone mural. It looks amazing, and we are surrounded by it. Look at that dragon up there. We are now going back down these stairs towards our bike, and then we'll bike it across, and the next stop is Xuanzhang Temple. Continue the clockwise direction of the lake. So we've been biking for a while, decided to stop at this pier, and it is sort of like a market here as well, which looks interesting. So we're just gonna walk up here, take a bit of a break, and then be on our way again. Some part of the trail is it's very steep uphill, and it's a real struggle to ride it up. So there were times where we have to get off our bikes and just walk up that hill. Definitely not a mountain bike fitness there, and but the best part of it is when you get to go downhill and just fly down, and the wind blows and cools your body down a bit, which is really good. But generally the scenery on the right hand side as we ride around is very beautiful. We get to see a lot of the Sun Moon Lake. It's wonderful. Sarah is a bit of a distance away, as you can see. We're taking it easy a bit. After a 3.5k uphill ride, pretty much a battle, we finally made it to this temple. It's called Xuanzhang Temple, and it looks quite nice, and we just parked our bike and are gonna make our way up there. But the view is fantastic behind me, which is a lake. This is a Buddhist temple, and it talks about this particular monk, Xuanzhang, who was ordered by the Tang Emperor to walk all the way to India to bring back the script. And the lower level is dedicated to him. This temple was built by the government in 1965, and it is very well kept, and the view from here is amazing. So this is the bamboo path, and now it's a very steep hill that goes down, and you have to disembark your bike. So we've been riding for a while, and certainly enjoying it, but it is quite tiring. There were some steep hill coming down, and there were some steep hill going up at the same time. So you do need some level of fitness to play with this game. Yeah, it has been quite good so far. It is so steep in this part of the leg, whereby we have to disembark and walk it all the way down. It's full on. There's a bit of a traffic jam here. this is a great view to look at where we came from, right around up the mountain. We didn't go to the top of that. That looks pretty crazy. We just made our way back here. We are now at the Shushang Visitor Center, and this is the shady walkway. This place is like a concrete infrastructure, concrete everywhere, and it looks amazing. It's very curvy, well built. It is the Sun Moon Lake is ahead of us. This looks like an infinity pool that stretches out to the lake. Looks amazing. After a less than 10-minute bike ride, we are now crossing the Shusha Dam. It's a beautiful dam, and you can see some temple up in the hills over there. That's where we came from. It's a long way from here. It's a hell of a ride from that spot. After 5 hours and 33 k's, we finally made it back to the original spot. We are now gonna drop off the bike, and it has been a hell of a trip. Crazy up and down on those hills, and it really did test my fitness today. But I loved it. Like, you know, it is a great trip today. We decided to stroll around the Sun Moon town, and we found this really amazing puff, and the difference is it has black pearl in it, okay, from this place behind me.
So it's like a chou pastry, and they cut the top off it. It's got the bubble tea pearls in it, and they put the top on back with this cream inside.
It sounds crusty. Ooh. Oh. You have to be very gentle because the crust is actually very flaky. After what I would describe as one of the wonderful day, we are now catching the bus back to Puli, and this is the 6670A, which will get us all the way back to the Puli bus station. It should take about 50 minutes, and all the way down the hill, which is really nice. After a big day that Sarah and I had this afternoon, we decided to eat as close as possible from our hotel. Across the street diagonally from the Puli station B&B, we are coming here to eat today. So we ordered several dishes, and one of them we have absolutely no idea what it is. It would be interesting. We'll see. I will try the Dao Miu first. Dao Miu is also known as Morning Glory, but I call it Dao Miu. They are not Dao Miu. They are fern. We're only looking at pictures. So this is like a fern. And the next one is the soup. That's very sour, and I like it. Herby and sour. I will try the local noodle dish. The noodle is one of those flat, slightly small mini flat ones, and it's so bouncy the way they cook it. It's a beancurd. They also include some fermented vegetable as well. That gives it a crunch. This is the other dish, supposed to be sesame. It's a bit sweeter, and it has like the mini beancurd in there. Quite nice. A bit more soupy as well. So yeah, I do enjoy these two dishes. It's quite nice.